Welcome back to Crochet Social. Today I got a really fun granny square pattern for you, one that I designed myself many years ago. It's super easy to follow, completely customizable and perfect if you love playing with colour. Now you don't have to stick to these colours, you can use any colours you want. I'm using DK yarn. I find that doing this style of blanket works really well with DK yarn. We're starting off with 3 rounds of going in a circle, and then we're going to square it off so that it's ready to join into a blanket. The original blanket I made with this pattern had started to fall apart over time. I tried to fix it, but the more I repaired, the more it unraveled. So for this new version, I'm taking my time in weaving long tails. So not all of this will get woven in, but I've got enough so that I feel like it's secure. So in the center here I went around quite a few times and back on myself, and then on these I would come down and up and along and make sure I hid it really well. So let's get started. Going to leave this here so you can follow along and you can see where I am. A little pair of scissors is always handy when doing multiple rounds at the same time. A nice sharp needle for weaving in your ends, and we're going to be using a stitch marker today to mark our top of our chains when we do a round. So we have to do a magic ring. Have your tail, so the end of your yarn is your tail and your working yarn is what is coming from your ball of wool. So your tail down here and go diagonal. Come straight down your fingers behind and then back up, make a cross, pinch that cross with your thumb and then hold this yarn with your baby finger. Under the first one, grab the top one and you're going to twist your hook, and by twisting your hook and doing a chain straight away, you lock that magic ring into place. So chain another 2 for a total of 3. I'm going to pop your stitch marker into the top of that chain, and then you're going to chain 1 again, because in between all the stitches we're going to chain 1 to make room for the next row and to keep it in a nice circle. Then you're going to do a total of 12, including the chain 3 you just did, into that magic ring. That's 2, that's 3. A quick recap of a double crochet or a treble. Remember, a chain between is yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. For this pattern, chain 1 straight away. Now my ring is a little bit too loose and baggy, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to take the tail, I'm going to pinch the last stitch, I'm going to hold the last stitch I just did, not pinch it too tight, and just pull that tail so that the loop that I'm working into tightens a little bit. So I've already done my chain because I do it straight away. Yarn over, pinch that, twist my hook a lot to get it through those loops on my hook, and chain straight away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another one. 6, and we're halfway. Chain 1, straight back in for 7. Chain 8, chain 9, chain 10, chain 11, chain 12. I'm going to do a chain, and now I counted to 12, but I'm still going to count how many I've done. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to pull this tight so that it all comes together in the center, and I'm going to find my stitch marker. I'm going to thread my hook through where the stitch marker is, pull up my yarn through and come through again, and we're going to tie this off by coming through, yarning over and pulling that through our loop on our hook, and we're going to pull that nice and tight, and we're going to give ourselves lots of yarn to weave in. So I'm going to leave this loop, I'm going to leave this loop, and I'm going to come down here, pull this through, and you can see just how much yarn I've got for weaving in the top. My tail, I could have left a little bit more, but this will be fine. Pull this really nice and tight. And okay, so attaching the second colour. I've made a slip knot. I've put my hook through my space. Put my hook on there. Bring it around. Do my first chain, second chain, third chain. This time in the same space, we're going to do another double crochet or treble in English. And then we're going to chain. Then in the next space, we're going to do 2 double crochets. That's 1, 2, chain straight away. So the first round has 1 double crochet, then a chain. The second round has 2 double crochets and a chain, and the third will have 3 double crochets and a chain. And that's how the pattern goes. So it's really nice and easy and simple. So the first round 1 double crochet, second round 2, third round 3. Okay, so do it again. 2 in the next one. It's 1, that's 2. Don't chain between those 2, then chain when you want to go to the next space. That's 1, that's 2, chain into the next space. That's 1, that's 2. And make sure when you join you have the right side of your first round facing up and the back side is facing down. Chain straight in between those 2. That's 1, that's 2, chain, and again just keep going round. You're putting 2 double crochets or 2 trebles into each space between the double crochets you did before. That's 1, that's 2, that's 1, that's 2, that's 1 and 2. Don't forget your chain. I do it straight away so that I'm not having to chain, and then I can see where I'm going for my last one. Straight into there for the last one. Chain. Take that bit out of the way. Then I'm going to find the top of my chain 3. Should have put a marker in. I can see where it is now. If you have forgotten, I'll show you how to find it. So you've got your first set of 2. This was your first double crochet, and the chain after it is the one you want to go into. Pull that through, pull through again, make it nice and tight, and then a nice long tail, and then you weave in those. So that's round 2 done. On to round 3. Let me get some orange yarn. Now when I do my version of this, I don't like having the same dots. I'm doing this just so you can see where we are in the pattern. So on my blanket, no colour can sit next to the same colour on the next dot. So this green would only have this purple on this dot, and this purple would only have the orange third on this dot, if you like. That's just the way I prefer to do it for me. But if you want all your dots to look the same, go right ahead. So we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to do a slip knot on our hook. Oh, there wasn't much a tail. Remember, for this we want nice long tails, but just in case. So we're going to work between the gap between the 2 stitches. So I'm going to pop it into any space. Oh, pop the slip knot on my hook and bring it close. Bring the loop through, do a chain, 2, 3. I'll put a stitch marker in for this one. And so remember, round 3 we want 3 stitches in between our 2 stitches, so that chain counts as 1, this is 2 and 3, chain 1, move to your next one, so skip those 2 stitches, and in that chain space you're going to put 3 stitches. Remember, they're double crochets or treble crochets in English terms. I always do my patterns in American terms, and then the next one I'm going to do exactly the same. You can see it starting to come together. Chain 1, chain 1, last one, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, and then we're going to slip stitch to the top of that chain 3 like we've done before, tie it off, make it nice and tight, nice long tail. There we go. So as you can see, we've made 2 dots. I'm going to weave in this, and I'll come back and I'll show you how we square it off. Okay, so how do we square off our circles? So we're going to square them off. So we're going to pop our stitch marker. You need 4 of them to do this. So I'm going to pop a stitch marker into my first corner. Then I'm going to count two spaces, and in the third space I'm going to put my next corner, and then again count 2 spaces, put my next corner. Went too far. There you go, count 2 spaces, put my next corner, and 2 spaces, and back to my first. So if I stitch mark those corners, then when I get to them I know that I'm putting in 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet into there for a corner. So I like to start in my corners. What colour shall we do? Why don't we do bright pink? As before, we're going to make a slip knot on our hook, like that. Going to leave it loose to start with. Now I do like to start in corners, so I'm going to start right here in this corner. Take this stitch marker out, pop my hook in, make it a little bit snug. That tail should be fine. Chain 3, 2, 3. I'm going to use that stitch marker again to mark the top of my stitch, because that's going to count as a stitch, and we're going to keep it in granny stitches. And remember, granny stitches are 3 double crochets together. It's going to yarn over, insert the 1 and 2. I'm going to chain 1 and then do another set of 3 in the next one. Now I'm chaining 1 for this because we're turning a circle into a square, and I want to give it as much chance as we can to be even and not be too tight. So I'm at a corner, so I've done my first granny stitch in a corner, then I've done 2 on the side, and now this is my next corner. So I'm going to do 3 double crochets or 3 trebles. That's 1, 2 and 3. Chain 2, take my stitch marker out and do my next set for my corner. And if you need to move it down, make room, you can do that. 1, 2 and 3, chain 1 and jump to the next space. 2 and 3, and then we're just going to check how we're laying. We're looking good. We're looking really good. There we go. So you can see how we're starting to straighten up. Chain 1 into the next space. Going to do our granny stitch, which is 3 double crochets in 1 space. Chain 1. I'm in a corner. So I'm going to do my first set with 3 double crochets, chain 1, need a bit more yarn. Take my stitch marker out, chained 1, chain another one for 2 because we're in a corner, and do 1, 2 and 3, chain 1, jump to the next one, for 1, 2, 3 for a granny stitch, chain 1 and do the next space. This is why marking where your corners are is really helpful, because you don't have to keep counting. You just go, oh, stitch marker, it's time for a corner. That's 2, that's 3, chain 2, take your corner stitch mark out, do your last 3 for your corner, chain 1 into the next space, that's 2, that's 3, chain 1 into the next space. Now you see mine is all kind of curling and not looking like it's all nice and flat. It just needs me to flatten it out with my hand on the table. Chain 1 straight into that corner for another 3 double crochets, or treble crochets in English terms. Chain 2, 1, 2, find the top, pop your hook in, bring it through, nice long tail, and there we have it. We have started to straighten our granny square, or our granny circle. So I'm going to take this one out, pull that knot round, there we go. So if I flatten it with my hand and stretch the sides, a bit of a wiggle, there we go. That is how we square off our circle. Now I'm going to leave the tutorial here, let you get all of your circles done. Now I've counted and I have 47. I think that should give me quite a good blanket. If not, I can add more to my numbers. That doesn't bother me too much. So the blanket I did before, the squaring off I did in grey and I joined in grey, but I quite like this kind of adding a 4th colour to my rounds. And then the join that I'm going to show you how to do is called a continuous join as you go, and it is a lovely way, it's a crochet way of joining your squares together. So we're going to leave this here. So this is what you want to achieve, 4 rounds where 3 of them are in circles and the last one you square it all off. And then my next video on this pattern will be joining them all together. So I hope you enjoy making all your squares. I definitely do enjoy doing them.